Hey guys! So last week I had asked if anybody had any questions for me, and a few of you came back with some really good questions, so I'm going to start by answering one from Annalise. And her question was, how did you and Jared start investing together, and how does that sibling dynamic help/hinder? So in October of 2020, I took a real estate commercial empire course, and it absolutely flipped my world upside down. After the course, they offered a legacy boardroom mastermind group that basically helps you invest in commercial real estate and has everything you can possibly think of to help you on that journey. So I really wanted to do it, but of course it came with a price tag. And in order to make it more cost effective, they allowed you to have a primary member and a secondary member. So I contacted my brother Jared because we talked about investing together in the past and had looked at some smaller flips to do, and just nothing ever came of it. So I reached out to him and he seemed interested, but of course was a little nervous. This was, I believe, Friday or Saturday night, but I needed an answer because they were running a promotion following the Commercial Empire event that if you signed up, you got it at X amount of dollars a month. So I really wanted it. I am blowing Jared's phone up to the point where he just stops replying back. And then he messaged me back periodically and he's like, Ash, I really want to do it. He's like, do we need to make a decision right now? He's like, I want to do it, but it's a big investment. It's a lot of money. I don't know if I can commit to that. And just kind of kept talking himself out of it. So being the great sister that I am, I didn't allow him to talk himself out of it anymore. So through some sibling peer pressure, and basically just outright doing it and signing him up, he gave him kind of no choice. It was like 11:56 and I think we needed an answer by midnight. And so I messaged him and I'm like, hey, by the way, I just signed us up. You can thank me later. Make sure you Venmo me X amount of dollars on the 1st. And he doesn't even reply back. And then a few minutes pass and it actually strikes midnight and it becomes his birthday. So I sent him a nice message wishing him a happy birthday, and all he says back is thanks. Like, completely disregards the fact that I just signed him up for like this expensive commitment. But I don't think he's regretted it ever since. So it's a funny story we can look back and laugh at. And then we hit the ground running in January of 2021, and it's been going great ever since. But the second part of that question is, how does the sibling dynamic help/hinder? So honestly, I think it helps because Jared and I communicate very well. A lot of times when you have business partners, you feel like you're walking on eggshells with them. And when it's family, it just kind of becomes natural conversations. And Jared and I just communicate really well. And we're two different people, but we can also be the same person. It's really funny because if you guys know us personally, you would think that this would be opposite. But Jared is actually really like, go, 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 let's just do it. And jump. And I'm like, oh, let's relook at those numbers 10 more times to make sure they make sense. And if you knew us, you'd think it's the complete opposite. So it's kind of funny looking back on that. But we're just a good balance for each other. And I think it makes it really easy to work with each other. And it's been great. And honestly, the only thing that I can think that even would hinder is that it's difficult to hold family members accountable. Sometimes I feel like I can take some extra time to get Jared an answer, and he feels the same way when he can take some time to get me an answer, and we don't really realize time is of the essence, and we need to make a decision right away. So we realize that's one of our weaknesses, and we've been getting better at it to try to fix that problem. So it's great that we're able to work through these things. But honestly, it's been a blessing being able to work together because Jared is great. He's an A++ player. He's 100% the person you want on your team, and I'm so grateful to have him on my team and have him in my corner and to be able to grow together. And it's only just the beginning, so I'm excited to see what we accomplish in the years to come. Well, thanks so much, Annalise, for asking, and I hope this answers your question. Bye!